Meet me at the docks in Hell's Kitchen.
I'll be there. What am I gonna do about Finn? Try talking to her again? I could meet her somewhere.
Hell's Kitchen. Everybody lives in the Marvel universe in the same town.
I lied to her now. She won't want to see me.
Do, 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 do.
Thanks for making the street safer.
You're welcome, random citizen.
Hey, pod listeners. This episode is part of my series, Underground Exposed. Spider-Man recently took down an underground hideout in Greenwich, and we found evidence that the underground went to war against the Majin. Yes?
Sorry. I want to do story.
I gotta call you back.
Oh.
Alright, Miles. Spill it. Give me the whole situation.
Finn, Roxxon, underground. It's just a lot, you know?
You're 17. You're stressed. And you're a superhero. You gotta cut yourself some slack. You still making beats?
Not much since I started this.
Work-life balance, kid. Most important thing.
I tell you, when I was out, so you know,
Project
assassinating
Dad and I
people.
started back in the day. Our mixtape had rhymes ready and everything.
How come I never heard about this?
Cause we never finished. We sampled street noise around the way. Wanted the city to be our beat. But your dad had the masters. And after things went bad between us. But you can finish what we couldn't. Plus, it'll take your mind off work.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What do I do?
Load that up. I'll walk you through it.
Wait, there's a USB connection inside his wrist?
I'll set up holograms to guide you. Scan the source.
Holograms, huh? You stealing my moves?
This was in my playbook before you even born, young blood.
Young Blue.
Okay, don't think about Finn. Focus on sounds. Clear my head.
Scan the holograms and it'll unlock files on that drive I gave you. Help you figure out which sound you're looking for. Now try and find the original sound and grab a clean sample.
I don't really understand what I'm doing. What the hell am I doing? I can't hear anything. I don't know what the hell is going on.
Try moving in a little closer.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
There you go.
Why did it...
Yeah, that's it.
Why did it go off when I was looking at the boat? That's so confusing. I've got to say, I think it's a tad bit cruel to have the first sound when you're doing a brand new mechanic. Like, you're pointing at a boat and then it decides, no, it's hidden behind one of these storage crates and isn't in view of your main character. How was I...
Yeah, really unique.
See, old man still knows his stuff.
And you were right about clearing my head, too. I know what to do about Finn. I gotta see her. Try to talk her out of all this.
In person? Where?
Trinity Church. Tomorrow night. Why so interested?
Because you got a target on your back the size of Jersey.
And so she, so I've got to assassinate her now.
You know,
Who protects the protectors?
You said you never finished this tape because of how things went bad between you and Dad. What actually happened between you two?
It was complicated. We were too similar and too different. Finish
That
the tape. Get all
doesn't
the samples,
make sense.
and you'll hear the whole story. Promise.
All right, thanks, Unc.
They both wanted to fight crime, but he chose the legal route, and then he just everyone was
Trinity
dirty.
Church. Remember, Tinker is yours, but leave the boy alone.
Oh no, I never expected him to betray me. Do you know what? It would have been more surprising if he hadn't betrayed me.
Man, I needed that. I was beat.
What, asleep or?
Okay.
Oh, you need the beat.
I'm gonna call Finn.
Wow,
Soon as I'm
that is a
ready to go.
cool setup for sound. Too bad he's using a laptop. I suppose for sound mixing it doesn't really
Glad
matter.
my gear survived the move.
It's cool, I like the little setup he's got going on. I like look around the house.
I wish you were still here, Rick. Me and Finn could definitely use your advice.
He just has a photo of Rick.
Things were a lot simpler back then.
See, I didn't know that was Rick before. I thought that was like his dad. It confuses me that he has a photo of Rick and her on his desk.
Who doesn't love an ohm meter? Nobody. That's who.
Sure.
Mom? Genki? Anyone home? Think it's just
Gwanky.
me?
Schmom.
Bathroom's been a little crowded with me, Mom, and Genki all here.
Schmom. Oh, the records are back out.
A little music would be nice.
Oh, I could put music on? Not Christmas. Not Christmas. Yeah.
Never gonna get tired of this one.
I mean, I'm leaving in a second, but why not, you know?
Hard to think of Ma as a little kid.
Wait, is this her house from when she was a kid? That's interesting.
Bridge attack didn't slow Mom down at all. Kinda nice to have the apartment to myself.
I like their Christmas decorations, they're very cute. So I often get distracted with these sort of things. I do find the detailing people put on in, you know, non-active environments quite neat.
Mom's killing it. No way she's gonna lose.
You know, if it's a... Never mind. Now I've got these side missions to do. I guess I'll take care of them quickly, but I'll take care of them in style. See, this one kind of looks like the dude, so I wonder if I should grab this one next. I don't love the design on this one. It's quite chunky. I like the design of this one though. It's quite sleek, very Nightwing. Ghost Strike. Alright, let's go do these things. I'm sure the Tinkerer Taylor Spider Spy mission. Very clever, Spider-Man, very clever. Tinker Taylor Spider Spy.
Let me ask you something, Danny. Do you you ever think about what you're inciting? About your journalistic integrity?
Oh, I was interested to see what that was about. I have to record that in a minute.
All right.
Oh, where the hell are they? Ah, Jesus!
Time to call Finn. Hope she answers.
Oh, okay. This is happening now.
Finn. Hey. We need to talk. In person.
So you can lie to me again?
So I can make this right. Please. Meet me at Trinity Church. No more lies, I promise.
Hey, it was an admission of the truth. It wasn't a lie.
Fine. I'll see you there.
At least she's willing to meet. Okay. Trinity Church. Let's go.
I mean, you know, technically an admission of the truth isn't a lie. My god, there's a lot of criminals happening. I'm not doing that one again.
Your dad and I fell asleep listening to this sound every night when we were kids. It's got a good beat.
Okay. Something rhythmic that was around when Dad and Uncle Aaron were little.
I assume it was the train, but...
Yeah.
I thought it was a train. I dreaded it, the train to begin with, but then...
But your dad and I grew up not far from here, before we moved to Brooklyn in high school. Hearing the clatter of the wheels, the squealing when the trains turn or stop, always makes me think of me and your dad's late night talks. Mostly about what we wanted to be when we grew up. I wanted to be a space alien. Dad's dream changed. Doctor, firefighter, social worker. But he always wanted to help people.
Yeah. Sounds like Dad.
And he always wanted to abduct and invade people? Is that where that's going?
Hello, friends. This is the Danicast with our debates.
That's your intro? Lame! We in the business call that burying the lead. Hype it up! Let me ask you something, Danny. Do you ever think about what you're inciting? About your journalistic integrity?
More than some.
Because your campaign against Roxxon is baffling to an actual journalist like myself. You should be attacking the young, unproved vigilante who keeps causing problems in Harlem.
What? You twist everything Spider-Man does into something malicious while simultaneously excusing everything Roxxon does wrong. All Spider-Man needs for you to support him is to get a better PR department.
The only problem Spider-Man fixes are the ones he causes. I won't praise the arsonist for putting out his fire. Meanwhile, Roxxon built a beautiful plaza in a failing neighborhood.
By tearing down homes and businesses, our new Spider-Man is proving that Harlem isn't the failure Roxxon makes it out to be. And you, Mr. Jameson, for someone who claims to love New York, you sure do seem to hate New Yorkers.
You are clearly emotional, young lady, so I'm invoking the mercy rule on this debate. Jared, shut it down. And whose idea was it to debate a teenager? There are no good optics to destroying a child. Get the car. I need a hot stone massage.
Hello? Hello? Yeah, he's gone. Well, thanks for the debate that you demanded, Mr. Jameson. To everyone else, remember to stand up every half hour while working at a computer. Bye.
That's interesting. That is almost a microcosm of actual journalism in the world. Because she's just as much at fault for glorifying a vigilante, which is completely true.
Your mom lived here right after college. You know that? She and your dad were dating. 3 of us spent a lot of time here. We got used to this soft, steady beat.
Soft beat.
I guess it's the ice dripping.
From Times Square.
Nice.
Nice and easy.
Subtle, but a good beat.
Things were good back then. Felt like they'd be good forever. Your mom got her first gig as a teacher. Your dad was new to being a cop. And I just started calling myself the Prowler. I figured we all kept secrets about our jobs. Couldn't last, though. Your dad's job and mine crossed paths too often.
Man, Uncle Aaron, if you would have been anything else, my mom and dad would have supported you all the way.
Deflection much? I mean, I'm just as bad. I'm a vigilante. Even though he's doing good, you know, it's comic book world. You can't justify breaking the law. Outside of this, in this universe, they're like superheroes tread such a fine line. It's interesting. That's what makes them most interesting. That's why I like some of the more mundane superhero stories that aren't just, you know, Galactus is about to destroy the world.
This one was all your dad's idea. You need something that's always in this park. Quiet on their own. Loud in a group.
Loud in a group?
Oh. Well, shit.
How did Dad record this?
Yeah, that took me a hot minute to realise I had to stealth.
This was way back, before high school. We were hanging in the park one day, and someone dropped a hot
Because of what he said just then. Like,
You know how
why would
that
his dad
goes.
be able to
The
stealth?
place was swarming with pigeons. Your dad stopped cold. He said, Aaron, man, that's music. Listen. Next day, we were crawling all over Manhattan looking for
Nah,
beats.
these are
Like
sounds.
you
They're
are
not.
now.
I remember the first
They're not
time they
music.
showed me how to sample. Uncle Aaron had the gear, and Dad had the ear for music.
Yeah. I'm very curious to see what's going to come of this. It better be a sick-ass sampled song.
This is a good one. Me and your dad used to hang around here. Listen while the whole station came alive. That's what you need.
Something at the station.
So, an engine, right?
I think hanging around here is how your dad got the idea to be a cop. I said, man, you're not uptight enough for that job. He wanted to make things better from the inside. Pretty sure he died trying.
You did make things better, Dad. And so will I.
Times Square. Easy to find someone in the crowd here. Or lose him. Sound you need's like an electric current.
A current. Could cheat it with venom. Nah.
That's weird. They had to be far away for
Look
that
how
one.
alive that feels.
After I started calling myself the Prowler, met my first client right under this sign. Neon flag's hard to miss, and the crowd makes it easy to blend in. She wanted me to steal a painting. I looked across the square and saw your dad looking back at me. He never said anything, just turned and left. He didn't know everything, just that I was a thief. But that was enough. I think he saw where we were headed long before I did.
If you would have tried to act right sooner, he would have forgiven you. I know he would have.
This sound always feels like someone celebrating, even when it's just telling time. Your dad thought so too, so we had to include it.
A sound that tells time. Okay.
Is there a bell here?
That's it. Ringing on the hour.
When I hear those bells, I remember the last time I was here. Your dad had just graduated from the police academy. I didn't go to the ceremony, so I met him here after. Bought us milkshakes. Strawberry for him, peanut butter for me. Don't know why I remember that. He said he couldn't cover for me anymore if I got in trouble. I told him I was done with that life. I was lying, but he believed me for a while. Or at least pretended to.
Man, things got complicated between them.
This plaza and the blocks around it are alive with sound. What you're looking for is light, distinct.
Light, huh? Okay. Something distinctive.
All that swinging must be tiring.
Yeah. Wind chimes. That sounds good.
This plaza's where I had my first job. I was fresh out of high school then. Didn't have the gear or the mask. Guy paid me to mug his boss. Rough him up, take everything in his wallet. Your dad found out. He stood under those wind chimes yelling at me for an hour. But he never told our folks. He made me promise I'd stop stealing. Wish I kept my word. He deserved better.
I wish you had too. Maybe you and Dad would have stayed close. I can't imagine ever turning my back on my family.
Oh yeah. Foreshadowing right there. Never read One More Day. It'll make you think very different of Spider-Man and turning his back on family.
Have fun with this one. I had a repeat client I always met here. Got real used to waiting, listening, hearing this sound running on a tight schedule.
A sound on a schedule. Fairy horns. That's right.
Client I met here used to take the ferry over from Jersey. Working for him was good money, till he got busted. He's how your dad found out about the prowl. Not that it was me, that a thief was making it big in New York, and your dad volunteered for the case. I could feel him closing in. I had to try and guess which would be worse. I told him, but he caught me.
That'd have been me. I don't know what I'd do. That can't be the only reason Dad cut him off. Not if he fessed up. It just wasn't Dad.
Ah,
Hey,
poor
young
Miles,
boy,
assuming he
you got
fessed
almost
up.
everything you need for the track. You just unlocked the spot where you could find the last piece. Hope it works for you.
Spot in Harlem. Wonder what the last piece is.
Him!
Abandoned subway tunnels. Guess a good thief needs a good hideout. Whoa! I'm kind of jealous of his lair. The lab. The basement thing.
Neat. Power tools. Big LD computer. I don't know why you need your password that big.
My mom bought him this at a flea market. It was a joke about... can't remember.
Golden Dragons.
Uncle Aaron's got tabs all over the city. He must have been building his network for years.
There's that tower again. That 90s style tower. Yeah, flying pigs. The metaphor.
Always making upgrades. I definitely got my suit patching skills from Uncle Aaron.
Open the locker.
He was always way better at guitar than me.
Hey look, his sound setup is identical to my
Sequencer.
sound setup.
Sampler? Vintage? Oh, has to be him and Dad's equipment.
I mean, that's the exact same equipment he had in
He
his
used to come
room.
to our place for dinner all the time. Guess he never learned to cook.
Just Chinese food. I could go for some Chinese. Wow, that is a good reflection. Jesus. I wonder if they mirrored the room or if they actually have a reflection in it. That's some clean glass as well. Wow, that is a really stable reflection. Crazy. It's almost clearer than the actual room. Can I punch this? Oh, no. I go to the locker.
Use the sounds.
It's okay, I guess.
Something new every day.
Hey, kid. Hope the suit fits. You asked why me and your dad stopped talking. He was investigating the prowl.
Cool.
It led him to my clients, people like Simon Krieger, Wilson Fisk. Dad couldn't afford to make enemies like that, not with you and Rio in the picture. So I told him. Hoped he'd back off, and he did. For good. He didn't want me around. Didn't want you to turn out like me. Hope this suit helps you be better. Take care, Spider-Man.
Thank you, Uncle Aaron, for everything.
Ooh, interesting. I'd really like to see a version of Miles that incorporates traits from the Prowler. That suit is sick. What suits have I got left to get? Cat pajamas. And then that's post-game. So that one you just unlock, so I've only really got this one to buy. I might as well buy it. I'm not going to wear it though.
Maybe I should take a few swings. Nah, I'd probably break it.
So you can't actually punch it, you can only pose when you're in the building. Do the Spider 2C.